Greetings, fellow swordsmen and future swordsmen, I hope. Now, with the most recent update for the game, armor physics, sorry. I was intrigued. I like it. It's still experimental, it says, but it works very well. And in this video, I will be showcasing the weak spots for the enemies. The knights, Vikings, Mongols, and samurai. And also claws. Now, let's get to claws. He has no armor. You can hit him wherever you want. He has no armor whatsoever. You can hit him in the head, the legs, the body, the stomach, the arms, the shoulders. Even though it looks like he has armor here on the shoulders, these weird shoulder pads, I think look really cool. I would love to see those in the game. But yeah, there's no armor. You can hit him wherever you want. So that's easy. The boss itself isn't that easy, but hitting him without worrying about armor is easy. So just hit him and avoid his attacks. Oh, and remember that the ice around you is still falling, so remember that too. Now, as for the other bosses in the game, all the story bosses, I will do those in another video, because as I can't fight these bosses individually in the arena mode and have them passive as the other enemies are, because making this video while fighting would be more stressful and difficult to actually explain things as I'm fighting. So I will be doing the bosses in a separate video, because it can take longer to explain the bosses, because first I need to find them, the weak spots outside the video, and then I need to actually be able to show you while fighting the boss, and not only just standing there and hitting him where the weak spots are, as I will do to the ordinary enemies. Now, as I'm not sure when that video will come out, but hopefully not too long. I will be practicing as well for the upcoming event that is coming to Swordsman VR, so all my time in Swordsman VR will not be put into making videos. Practice makes perfect, right? But let's get to fighting. Let's kick those asses. Well, let me show you what you can do. Let me show you where to strike in Swordsman VR. Physics update. Let's get to it. So, armor physics update. Let's check for weak spots. Well, the first obvious one is, of course, the arms. Like right there at the elbow. They have no armor. Well, the knights don't have any armor there whatsoever. I think there's been some kind of a rubber update too, together with the armor physics update, but anyway, aiming for the elbow usually works quite well. Now, these ones you can also see they have no armor on the hand. There we go. Now, of course, the very obvious one is, of course, the face. No armor there. But here there is still armor. You see? Can't poke him. Well, now I really can't poke him. Let's get to the other one. A shielded one, perfect. Shoulder pads, armor there. Helmet, of course, armor there. Now, notice that he still flinches, even though he's, well, technically blocking it with his armor. Now, of course, we have the feet, which I don't know, there's been some kind of invisible barrier. And the legs, like right there. That hurts. And the feet. There's no armor there. And if you can also damage them there. But damaging them there is much harder, especially when they're moving. There we go. Now, using a knife and this sword, I chose these because they are straight and they're fairly long. Well, this one is fairly long and this one is good for pointing with. Point! You can also stab them here when they have their armor, when they're standing up, but that is very hard, I will tell you that. Now, swinging upwards is a good way of actually hitting the elbow as well. Now, swinging upwards is of course not a most realistic move, but it works most of the time. But we can check here. Can't hit him on the hands because, well, plated armor. You can hit them through this little eye, but it can be really difficult to hit that. I have done that several times while checking for weak spots, but actually hitting it is not the easiest, but it can be done. Now, let's see. I don't think there's anything else. Do you see here? He's not protected on the shoulders. You can hit him there. There we go. And his ass is not protected either, but, well, good luck hitting him there when he's facing you. Armor, 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 armor. Now, there's no armor there, though. The leg. Oh, move your arm! Ah. You can see that he still gets hurt, or that he gets hurt from me hitting him there. As well as the feet. Again. Well, there we go. On to the next enemy. Now, when playing with the armor physics update, or armor physics on, the Vikings have become the least armored enemy actually. As you can see, the hand, shoulder, and let's see if we can hit the chest. That was more the face or throat, but you get my point. Now, this is armored. Let me show you. Okay, can show on him, but he does have a helmet which protects him from damage. Now, just like the knight, he can be stabbed through the eye. If you could actually hit him. Now, as with the knight, hitting them through the eye is quite difficult. Now, let me show you the stomach. As you can hear. He's armored there. I've been stabbing him in the hand the entire time because he can't move his hand. And as you can see, the legs... What kind of an invisible barrier has been... What the... Well, okay, finally. Some kind of invisible barrier seems to have been... came with the latest update. Let's see if we can't stab him through the eye. Well, there we go, actually on the first try, nice. Well, oops. Now, with this opened armor they have, if you come really close, you can stab them in the heart. as that is also a one-hit kill. So instead of maybe aiming for the eyes, you can aim for the chest and stab him in the heart. Now, of course, as they are like this, you might hit the shoulder instead. And I think that could have been the one-hit kill I was looking for, but as he was so damaged, I have no idea. As you can see, Vikings have very little armor and are quite easy to kill. Now, let's see if we can't find that heart. Nope. Do Vikings have a heart? Of course they do. They're humans. There we go. That's a heart stab. Now, let's get on to the next enemy. Mongols. The Mongols have a fair bit of armor. As you can see, they're protected here. But the hands, you can hit them. But not there. You can hit them on the fingers, I should say. And of course, you can see that the elbow is also visible and can be damaged. Now, just like the Vikings, you can stab them through the eye. But as I said, they in comparison to the Vikings, they are armored on the arms. You can also see that they're armored on... Sorry, I meant to hit the shoulder. They're armored there. And of course, the plate here, and also the front feet, or in the front of the legs. But you can still strike them from the sides, like that. And you can also stab them in the leg, or slash them in the leg, of course. But you can also slash them up here, and you can also stab them through here. Now, stabbing them in the head is difficult. Just like the knight and the Viking. As well as this rubbery thing, I have no idea. And yes, you can strike them like that and still hit the eye spot and kill them. Which is, I would say, fairly accurate, but... Seriously, what is wrong with this guy? Oh. I believe you can also, if you strike like this, you can actually damage them here, back here. And, well, I would say the armpit, almost. They're also not armored here, but they're armored there. And you can slash the leg, as I said. Let's see if we can stab him in the beard. Yes, there we go. Or throat, maybe. Now, I don't think there are any more weaknesses. The Mongols always wear a helmet, and so they're always protected on the top of their head. And you can also stab them there for some reason. I'm not sure what you stab here actually, but I have been killing them or damaging them by slicing them there. I'm not sure what it is, or if it's if there's no armor on the back. It's hard to tell because they wear capes. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, they wear capes, but they still have armor here. So I'm not sure what we hit here. It might be that the shoulder is not fully covered, or it could be a bug. Now we do see that this guy is fully covered on the shoulders, so hitting him, well, I did damage him. Not sure where though, because I can't see any blood on him. Now, yes, the physics update, or the armor physics update, sorry. Oh, I sliced him on the hand. That explains it. The armor physics update is well made. It is still very functional, but there are some problems that followed the update. Now, shall we move on to the samurai?
let's move on to the samurai. That button, and that button. Now, the samurai, well, about as much armor as a Mongol. As you can see, shoulder completely vulnerable, as well as the shoulder if you hit them like that. Because attacking like that won't do one thing. There's also no real benefit to hitting them in the head, because this one wears a helmet. Just like many others, the legs are vulnerable, as well as the feet. But the samurai do have full plated round the legs. Well, possibly not all of them, but that one has, and this one has. Can't hurt him there. Now, as for the foot, I can. And again, the leg, and I can't hit him in the head, but just like I can stab him in the eyes, but I think this is even more difficult than with the Viking and Mongol. Let's try it. No. There we go. Although that was more of the throat below the mask, so yeah, that can also be done. Of course, this one doesn't have a mask, so go for the face. Face! There we go. And this one doesn't even have a helmet, so you are free to do this. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Shoulder and leg. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else you need to know about the samurai, because, well, that's about it. Shoulder, elbow, and fingers. Sorry, forgot to mention the fingers, but yeah, the fingers. Fingers! Not the arms. Or like that. Like that. Works some of the times. Some of the times. Oh, okay. I think that's been it. That's better. Like I said, no face mask. Stab in the face. I'll stab you in the face. Now, keep in mind that they do have plated armor on, or not plated, but they do have armor on the chest, so no stabbing in the heart. You can stab them there, but yeah, that's not the easiest thing either. Especially since you will be fighting the moving enemies and enemies that are fighting back. So I would generally, in most cases, go for the elbow or face. Wow. Armor physics update? Ragdoll physics? Okay. Yeah, well, okay, yeah. This rubbery thing, though, does make stabbing in the face a bit harder. Oh, and when it comes to shielded guys, yeah, elbow definitely, or legs. Stabbing in the leg is more precise, because you see, I don't know what this is, but I did read it in the Discord server that for the game that they have some problems, or at least one player had some problems with a invisible barrier where he struck the enemy but they didn't take any damage. Oh yeah, they're vulnerable here as well. Yes, no armor. Well, all in all, I would say that the knight is the one you would want to face the least when you're facing the arena, because the knight is the best armored one. Samurai is the second most, and then the Mongol, and lastly the Viking. But yeah, that's been it for this armor physics weak spot video. Stay tuned for a weak spot video on the bosses. It will take some research for me to do that, as I said, but as soon as I got that, I will try to make a video without me dying all the time from the bosses, as I will have to fight the bosses at the same time as I'm explaining where the weak spots are. Now, I've been Sweep92, have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye! Say bye bye now, Samurai! Bye bye! Bye bye! There, was that so hard? No, it wasn't. You say bye bye. Bye bye to knife. Did I stab an... Did I stab him in the armor? Okay. Oh, time for some practice.